And when we saw him, we started screaming, JJ, JJ.
That a coup will not succeed if the atmosphere, the climate is not calling for it.
He told Ghanaians, I have hard work for you.
Christianize me if you may, but don't try to Europeanize me.
In June 1979, Ghana was at a crossroad. Another military coup was at hand. A young Air Force pilot who a few weeks before had been court-martialed and was awaiting execution was broken out of jail by his colleagues to lead what would be later known as the June 4th Revolution. Little was known of this man who would later be instrumental in changing the future of Ghana forever. His name, Jerry Rawlings. Jerry Rawlings was born in Accra, Ghana, on the 22nd of June 1947 to his mother Victoria Abok-Chui and his Scottish father James Ramsey. He attended Ghana's prestigious Achimota School. An elite school at the time, Achimota was founded on the principle of providing African students with the British model of a public education. The school boasts of an impressive alumni, with Ghana's first president Kwame Nkrumah, Gambia's Sadawada Jawara, and Zimbabwe's president Robert Mugabe, all being former students at different times in the school's history.
I must say that it probably was one of the finest times of my life. You know, it's model school. It's a place to be proud of.
I noticed him, yes, because he was very visible and bullied us even though we were in the same class. Not in a very bad way, but you know, bullying is bullying. And so you can't help but notice him. But I never thought that would come this far.
The name Rawlings became the symbol of hope and deliverance for the people of Ghana. On the 4th of June of that same year, a mutiny by officers in support of his cause broke him out of jail, sparking the revolution.
So what would that mean?
Yao Graham was in university then and remembers the mood of the time.
So it was in the middle of this split national mood that Jerry Rawlings was arrested and reported as somebody who was planning to clean up the mess by overthrowing these people. Now it's important to understand this because he didn't say anything. The prosecution said this was what it was about. But such was the mood that people identified that actually this guy is saying exactly the way we are all feeling. So he became a hero on account of the honesty of the prosecution.
1979, I was almost 10 years. If I recollect, that June 4th, when we heard that something had happened, I think it was on the news. That's the first time you know that something is going on. They start playing Ghana national anthem. So we knew that another person had taken charge of the country. But who, they were not really sure. Some people went and spied and realized that when he alighted from the helicopter, the men picked him up. And when we saw him, we started screaming, JJ, JJ. And my dad would shake his head and say, wow. We are
Live on TV as well as it, and also on Power 97.9 FM, the hottest and the biggest conversation in Ghana inside politics. You free in studio hot 37 Abebeso Street, Ewo Usu, Edimaun, all the 16 regions across the country. Mugabe Maase, enemy deal to me from your town, colleague bigger, the capacity man, and Samaya de everyone, and a June 4th, not just a Ghana for a betcha so Akaya, a do June 4th, na ye kai ye papa when you baby call, His Excellency Jerry Rawlings. Na yini na nim die ekoma June4 no ebaye ho nsem no san na enei timamufo no eka efa ho ni nyina ye de ebrewo ewo eye dwumadie no so enei eye national chairman Johnson Esedin Katia ne mpanimfo tituo mo wo endi samanyokom enei June4 fu wo mo etumi ede hyehye so ho nsem no san na ebobo eba ni nyina no ebe mo woni a eko yeko education ministry 56 million Ghana cedis umo etumi etuama contractor wanye adwuma bia chese internet nanso no wetumi am provide internet aye service bia amfa ma aye ministry of aye education no Dr. Aduchum neto ate ho sam no eboboba ensambai na opanyin Clement Apak one also Ediatudja member of parliament for Busa South constituency in the Upper East region of the Republic of Ghana were a member of the education committee in parliament and somebody and opanyin ede atu ega ni nyina bete ho ensem ene Accra High Court echo asetna ni nyina fa aye ambulance trial efa yenua aye Dr. Atoforsin Jakpa ene mo keka ho no ensem bai ene nei Jakpa ede atu ega na ho sem nyina no ye de ni nyina so ebro ene on the show ye ne lawyer Sameje Mfiba twetwen komo sa so ene ye ne aye opanyin Clement Apak and so twetwen komo on the show nti mo video no koso na ya on Facebook live Power 97 like page no na share fama me sa so na TVS was at Ghana na aja Power 979 TVS was at Ghana ni nyina no bogum sa na fe on YouTube Swazi broadcasting Simeti wamo yebeda enwa ba ya fast na kese mfama amuzu eba clinic na dawro man odi amuzu garlic bitters edi aba edwaso sa na Power specialist eba hospital as da kese eye omo edia yemfa asida pc emma omo Safari Valley Eco Resort omo odewo in the Eastern region Okre constituency omo so ekremu den enyasem keto Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center omo so ede Medimosis eye garlic capsules ena ede etayechi a omo de eboaye ene ewo eye dwumadi no so sa so ena natural mineral water dodo na ba dumikabra na so beje odi ekoto na nya so emfa so Hebron Hills International School was say excel and shine. Jumoko nyina da wo man church da ye di chumedi e di ebrewo. Ene eye wo birthday. Ye fra wo aye na olenu. Olenu. Na olenu na wo eswazi heya. Na olenu ene eye wo birthday. Say ye wo June me say wo ye legend. Say legends are born in June. Heroes are born in June. Nadu olenu. Fantastic. Nadu olenu. Juma mwafu nyina from a year producer or producer show Kevin Asante. Say head of engineering. Wasi mima inkinkum birthday mima inkinkum Nadu olenu. Tibabi a wobi a mejiri se akonta ene me ofase for no so obi a ho ye nti na wudi wudi na me so me dey next week Monday on the 10th nti ema uwie emfi na bibia so entimi enko enkan na birthday ni dey osi timi di what you say sanse nyekopon head up my special age nti birthday when we say di ni capacity ema usu ha nyina sheki hu say yes ye di birthday ne say se me krada ye dadwoada ti birthday we me ni adwoafo ne bedi me ni adwoafo ene bedi simeti o mame na me homra ye ba ye beto us live on TV as well as and also on Power 97.9 FM capacity matter. Mugabe Maase. Support from the 900 million angels. Yes, at the free a year and day. Not just a June 4th, 2020 a year 4. Now, my 4% so akaya on the a year 4th June 1979 and a flat Lieutenant Jerry Rawlings to me a D a year cook as enemy pa match as a Ghana not to say I know she papa na nanny yamono a near man ko ye katase sapra and nadia yatra baby asatama Rawlings Muyakuni yatra ho said that Nana Kufa do not banwe chrono katase se a bushan chenni yanya deal na yanches canini judgment that I would wear yetia ya attorney general one local champion a international near bona he was say pum and they baby abefa bia kata se proye woko office of the special prosecutor we ye na juma kwa ye mane ye na juma then na do ne na busuafo and na appointees so motata ki se jabia ye first come amanfo pass ni nyina ye wemu a ne ye interfere e wo ye ne juma dia wodi mu na enai wo hwa baby o my Ghana aba bedu o my a yetumi etua eye 56 million cedis adema eye contractor one provider internet Wi-Fi one provider way na eye education ministry no ometima ya hwe etumi etua 56 million Ghana cedis ede amasa enipei wo hwe kwamboni a Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ajapadeo o fire Ghana e fa so elusu about 190 million US dollars na chese ni nyina enum wo hwe Ameri deal ekwan o mo fa so negotiations ene niema ni nyina no be hu se Bawumia ho bo mo akufado ho bo mo na chese some I was misled ene niema he senka eyesa June for Sabrian kai te kasa Sabrian na kai te kasa nanso yesi ye peka bi ma meka bi amemo nti kabima meka bi amemo no yedi kokromotie ena sesa aban na enei si ya reflecting ya come back in 1979 eniema bi esisi ya ede ma amanfo Rawlings ene no kofo eji wo man ya enemy bizasa what has changed kufo do aban we kro no mo ba wo Ghana ha no deals awodo mo eye aban japade e wo mo toton ma wo mo ho akrofo asefo from top ebesi down kro no mo ba wo ma we e japade deal ni atua 12 million Palugu aye dam ni atua $12 million e de ama contractor na one block right to bi wo eye Palugu ho na ba wo mi akotena Asempa FM na woni enua eye obi o ma na platform no watimi akanya asem bia akire Ghana for e ka kire say Palugu dam no eno any signature project ya obetimi de nesesi ni bo say as vice president of the Republic of Ghana obetimi de nesesi ni bo say sa project no akoso yie papa o ma wie ya bibie koso George Napo yakopon ya adoma on the 8th your birthday this month so o ye legend o ye hero iti na wu June no afemu koduru ho a hwe eniho baby amode Ghana edu no ya hwe ne mesisi ye ene de be ya ibe abedu no June 4th e de ne de Jerry Rawlings ene dear
I'm saying that we can vote and out personalities, okay, but my dear, what we need to do in this country is to establish a situation where even if it was the devil who should come and sit on top of us in Ghana, by virtue of certain procedures, certain practices, the devil cannot get away with doing whatever he wants. He would necessarily have to do what the people expect of him.
And when we saw him, we started screaming, JJ.
That a coup will not succeed if the atmosphere, the climate is not calling for it.
You told Ghanaians, I have hard work for you.
Christianize me if you may, but don't try to Europeanize me.
In June 1979, Ghana was at a crossroad. Another military coup was at hand. A young Air Force pilot who a few weeks before had been court-martialed and was awaiting execution, was broken out of jail by his colleagues to lead what would be later known as the June 4th Revolution. Little was known of this man who would later be instrumental in changing the future of Ghana forever. His name, Jerry Rawlings.
Well, not just the course will be no. It's also Jerry John Rawlings. Ya unyani baby call in 2020. Also at the assembly to Iga Efa Ekwaya about one sem Yabaya ye na elections ebetono ebeye free and fair. And they send the city on my penny dada Rawlings. Yentiene.
That's the only way we can have free and fair elections, and that's the only way we can have peace. Yes, to be vigilant, very vigilant. I think we were quite vigilant in the last one. You know, we must double the effort so that nobody, whether NDC or MP, would misbehave, or any other party for that matter.
Okay.
And I think Ghanaians must be wise and really examine and see situations.
Eti osema obia misbehave nene bisa won say electoral commission so omo misbehave and omo misbehave bisa won say MP before omo misbehave and so omo misbehave eno eye wa futu omampanyi dada Rawlings esan etu NDC fofo say MP before eye amanyuku bia omo de dani da nyina no omo ebesesa omo den na omo change omo titles ni ade ye mi ani na NDC for ye hwe MP before ye. Jerry John Rawlings in Cape Coast.
The NPP cannot be underestimated. You know it, I know it. They've been in existence for a long time and have been changing their names up till this day. The nature of who they are. Listen. The nature of who they are, what they are, where they've come from, is something they are happy with, and they will be there for a long time. Let's not mimic their behavior. Let us reach into the principles and the values that emerged out of the circumstances that gave birth to us. And if we can hold onto those principles and those values, we will move way into the future and no one can ever defeat us. We will ride and override any obstacle as we did in the past.
So about for understanding what baby power to the people of my penny dada Jerry John Rawlings no catch you say legends are born in June. Yawu June mini ape baby tina. June bia woni June bia wo ye hero. Wo ye hero kese pa. And on my penny dada A2 NDC 44 e wo Cape Coast. Osan A2 NDC 44 bi mu say mamu sha Edem party officials na mo twa say party ne baba power na party ne baba power na fi na mo positions mo sorry pie na mo nya adwuma said ye wo be hu say Johnson ese dun katia fifi kote wo mu nyina ate ase mo ebo adwuma no Akugan ene Sami Jamfi Malik Basantane mo womo ebo adwuma no Anthony Nikwenu mo ebo adwuma no womo namu ebo adwuma no Bigedu ebo adwuma ewo Western North no na eye chairman Toko so eye Western region wo ebo adwuma Kofi Amaboa Atoforcing ene eye minority leadership no womo ebo adwuma no na momo ebo adwuma no yenua baza na Tom Rollins ebo adwuma no na munyina amate asim opanyi Jola Zebra dani da nyina oni Saseles Utunu watiem Dr. Callistos eye Jos Mutari Bawa Sandogbe onna na chese adwuma omo ebo dan mo ene omo mu di na chini security fo nyina no wo bia anya dan enna mentra ho enkasa wo twen na campaign no ye wie party no win power na beba be position Jerry Rawlings
who have been sitting in the comfort of their homes, whether in Ghana, abroad, the US, in hospitals, waiting for others to win the elections for them. The time has come for them to also wake up and hit the campaign trail.
Very well. Live on TV as well as that, and also on Power 97.9 FM. That's just a June 4th, no. And then you will moon your futua, and then they kai his excellency Jerry Rawlings, and he was born in June. Nemo ye when you in June. When science I won June. Capacity. Be I won June, born be a capacity. And I Accra High Court. About this a year ambulance trial. Honorable Atoforce minority leader. Ene yenua a year Richard a year Japa. Omunyina the third accused a year person in this a year trial. Omuko PM ewo court. Emma a year local champion Attorney General Godfrey Dame ononso EBPM ewo court. Na Japa I explain why or record a year Attorney General Godfrey Dame yenti way a exclusive.
Refute the allegations and then set aside the record according to his opinion straight the way it is supposed to be. I have done mine in court, so I'm expecting to come with this.
Do you
is in court, not in public opinion.
Do you
determine that?
Sorry about that. Do you expect Mr. Godfrey Dame to be in court today? Is that your expectation?
Well, he's supposed to be in court because he's Attorney General. And this issue is personally between he and I. You know,
if he doesn't show up, how would you feel if he doesn't show up?
The court to determine that.
Mm-hmm. So again, you want to reiterate that at the end of the day, you would be exonerated. You are not going to jail.
Because I'm an innocent man.
What do you make of the position that the tape you put out is a doctored tape?
Well, they are claiming it's a doctored tape. I didn't say that. So they should bring the original. They should tell the original to court.
But why did you record the Attorney General?
Well, that is not for you.
He says you've been disingenuous.
But that's what he claims.
That it was a private.
Prosecuting innocent people. Who is disingenuous?
It was a private conversation, and now you put it out.
You claim it's a private conversation.
That's what he says.
Well, a private conversation, when it's a conversation that leads to committing crimes, it can no longer be private. It becomes a crime against the state. So it can no longer be private. So that private claim is neither here nor there.
The bottom line is you didn't tender that in evidence.
No, but I'm not a lawyer. My lawyer knows his strategy, and he understands the court processes more than I do. So he's doing what is required by him. He has got his own strategy, and I cannot dictate to him his strategy.
So at the end of the day, you expect that you're going to walk?
Well, there must be justice, and I'm here seeking for justice.
So justice, anything other than you walking free will be injustice.
I cannot decide that I'm walking free. It is her leadership who decide based upon the evidence I used before her. The evidence will lead to that. And I know she's going to hold fidelity to the law. And that's what is expected of her. And that's exactly what I know she will be doing. So I don't have any issue at all.
Are you looking forward to a face-off between you and Mr. Godfrey Dame?
No, it can't be a face-off.
Face to face. Let me put it that way. Face to face.
For face to face. We are doing everything in court. My lawyers will deal with it.
In court, I mean, in court.
But I cannot cross-examine him. My lawyer will do that. So there's nothing like face to face.
Have you seen him?
The issue of evidence against evidence. The game is about evidence. That is all.
Have you seen him since you put out the tape? Have you seen the Attorney General after putting out the tape in the public domain?
Not at all.
Come on, I had feeling here deep. And I we're going to call America, no swaba. And I'll buy one grant interview. Or no more, Kashim. What the Ghana Hanamu Yedidi. We are so Attorney General and Minister of Justice. Chiake. Yehu a year at Mumbai Attorney General of Ghana How. Yama me Mariatamo. Yehu Attorney General for Mabako. Nye bi we were born for we dear. Yenyane sa. I TVS was at and a power 97.9 FM. When tia we won't any baby. Other stations they will not play this for you to hear or listen. But here you be bama wati. You be bo ha ma why den wati. And enyama ekosuo nyina no. Abia na woni Ghana ha no. Sanu ankofo a Frank Davis mo ya press conference ema no. No on the communicators here. We mo issue statement every a year Attorney General office edemano. Useless man. Oba ya na wayira. Otina prema wuhwa nkromo. We seat number 101 Delta Airlines. Ya wutima na kwa America. Now we feel what the hati hwa nkromo. We must we Attorney General. We were a party boy. We a party boy. Wait to me Attorney General. Baby I do no my Ghana no. Makasha said the wind of change now has here blue. Godfrey Dame mu nyina so mo start to prepare almost 100 over note. The time is now. Yeah, but to about we have 6 months to go. Baby Godfrey Dame will be a tea on country and say Mugabe say he has here prepare 100 over note. Amon braso. Mobile handy over on the 7th day of January 2025. Be bien wa mo be yi. Be bien wa mo ye be yi. Enema mo sesa awo esumase nyina no be bien wa ye nim. Wase wada odo ye ti no. Abonefo na chechira no wa ye dan na wasane. Eso wa ye fa mo nyina ndisi. Onyankopon wa yi afri ni nyina mu. Na wo so wodi awo na mu no. Obetimi ayi wa afri wo so wodi enum. Kawasam chi odi bafo nyame no nkoa sanse ono nkoa na betimi ayedai obetimi aboa wo atofo asen ya na da onyame ase ya doye. Yes, man is in the spirit. Ya da onyame ase na ya doye. Yes, so becha na won srada. Yes. Nyame and do what do baby a wadru no baby nyame de wo akwakosie no enye nipa nyina na do na bible no twa konkron no kora ne the holy Quran ka tell say se nipa nyina do wa ye dan due oh baby a di o twitwa age wo ofira oba sa ode adwene bone anantu owiase a sa na nyame yew and baby a yadu sesi ano awasa na na do ema ne de nadwuma ya dan ato hwe ye kaso obi ye Attorney General and Minister of Justice both local and international. So on my way now, some United Kingdom, Oma wenya some our France. Oma wenya some in the United States of America. Send the panel and the Bekwa represent Omai Ghana. And such a useless caricature, ye hear no. So because why Attorney General. Yes, I'm saying it without fear or favor. Papa when deserve embassy day, I was a quote tender in his resignation letter. Because ne character, ni suni ni buying unfit to be in that position. Where is the justice? Tidabia wo tumirika when you mo beti me dia dan sukumu oh I was say cases awodu away one need our court nyina no I was so mo call back no more review ni nyina. You are local champion. You can never go to any court in the United Kingdom and win a case because what bound to what you say. Obefo will be say one more now obi we attorney general why you smarter listen and listen very well when you be a sabi why you smarter obey our conversation attorney general by lawyer obaba form we need nipa ka o ka asem nyina no fake medical one nipa ne can no o ka we nipa ne say no o ka we nipa ne say no continuously sabi prayer asa efrenya sanasa. Utre ye say ye local. Ke ye yuka kwade ahwo say boom. Kwadonto. Kwade ahwo say boom. Etu otimi woni case bia ma my Ghana. Judgment deputy bia no betimi ade animu a aga Ghana betimi ade nkunim ewum. But ye nya lawyers papa. Ye nya attorney general papa. Ya ba ya mame Gloria Akufu. No ya attorney general wo sha nase no. What to me any mame aya Mariata appear. No, yeah, Attorney General and that's the Mama's administration. A cog a year, maritime boundary home sem Emma Ghana. Ya mame Mariata any Gloria Akufu Timiko Jina who defend Ghana Emma Ghana Eddie Kunim against Cote d'Ivoire. Such people and you hear one more. So more fit to be in that position as an Attorney General and Minister of Justice. Not this useless caricature. Power to the people. Today, education ministry. Etime 56 million Ghana. Mo for Dr. Clement Park controller no so mame. 56 million Ghana cedis. So much $12 million. Adema contractor. Ewo ayakwa logo dam hono. Ya obia ye dino. Enya John Jina Pamo, any atofo asemo, any okujo to abla kwamo a. Nka ye hu cause na ba o me de ka be ka say sa project no o mawie. Ena de ni hu. Ye tie sema asemi je fede tu dwa e wo court ho ene. Efa Attorney General ene eye atofo asen issue.
We wait to see what the court's ruling will be. What is instructive in all this is that Mr. Godfrey Adame, the Attorney General, against whom all these testimonies have been given, these pieces of evidence have been given in depositions contained in affidavits before the courts. These are sworn statements that Mr. Jakpa, for example, has indicated his willingness to testify to and to be cross-examined upon. And you would have expected this Attorney General to have sworn an affidavit and opposed, dispute or deny these averments or assertions by Mr. Japa and Dr. Atufose. But very strangely, he decided to abscond again. When some of us had cause to raise the fact that when Jakpa's testimony on 23rd May 2024 was given in the witness box during cross-examination, and he told the Attorney General in his presence that you have sought to influence me, you have sought to impress upon me, to implicate Honorable Atufose. The Attorney General was there and you could not object. People said, oh, it's a strategy. You know, he has we can come back through cross-examination to undermine that and all that. Here you are. Now these matters have been put before the court in affidavits, several affidavits. And you have the right, if you think these allegations are not true. I hear he told you not too long ago that God will speak for him. Well, he can speak for himself. Because God helps those who help themselves. But very strangely, he has not been able to swear to any affidavit to oppose to those material facts against him as a person. On the contrary, it is a principal state attorney in his office who has sworn to an affidavit saying that what Japa is saying is not true. The Attorney General didn't meet him. The Attorney General has not responded to any of his WhatsApp messages. But the WhatsApp messages are out there. You saw the Attorney General calling him, responding to that. In any case, why can't Prophet Dami speak? That there will be consequences if he swears an oath and lies under oath. So he's shifting the responsibility to a principal state attorney to deny for him things that he can deny. That is strange. That is incredible. You understand? And that is why counsel for Mr. Japa has raised an objection that in law, that principal state attorney cannot be the one making those depositions.
That was Same Jamfi free court on Sama or the two a year central for live on TVS was it and also on Power 97.9 FM. Who share live on TVS was it the hottest and the biggest conversation a year inside politics. You made Honorable Clementa Park, Doctor, a member of Parliament for Busa South constituency in the Upper East region of the Republic of Ghana. Honorable Clementa Park, what you can Yamakwaba Ediba TVS was it Sunday Power 97.9 FM. So you may.
Mugabe Maase.
Bemedin Wabon. Fantastic man. Mijiri say ene awie association no ne members no ubia ho ye ewo eye baby amo no.
Oh, so far so good. Obia ho ye de na ye wo ne say sikasam baby akodu no. Ama special delicacy no. Very well. Ghana and saying so milk, na say what the coffee na say so in about 30 minutes I'll record milk no born your tomb. Yes, your special delicacy no sa pepe the ama or how kakaba, but Yamikia see the and say in such a bedroom.
Thank you. And to come on, I'm necessary who cross here and ultimately to be so much to chabiton one.
Me baby a minimum pa me special base we are home. Say who free Sunday man say who come from BCA.
Okay. Wow, can I master it?
Sanity.
You.
I want in idea say only be 700 to 800 awanya.
Wow, full wine.
Start pa minia.
I know the intestines in the
Biaka. Yana ayede pa.
You. Oh no, we have one with the main issue so. And some Boba who say why a rata be Nina about 56 million Ghana cedis here, Ministry of Education. One more triadiama contractor for no work done. I say or be provided air Wi-Fi, internet any day. One more 56 million Ghana cedis there many pana on your Jumebia. And some Senate here, whatever sounds like member on the Education Committee of Parliament.
Yo, mini ameda say. The edikano. Ba me fan tubia. Say 2016. And NDP manifesto promise. Say they will provide free Wi-Fi for all public secondary schools. The whole of 2016, 2017, 2018. Yeah, the December own sense will be in our parliament. 2019. Yeah, 2019 so government has entered into a contractual agreement with a company to provide free Wi-Fi to all the public secondary schools. But me filing questions in Parliament. Say, I want to know the contract, how the company giving the contract was selected, the terms of the contract, and then I say for you know, in 2021, yes, about Parliament 2021, no, and I also file a question. The new na Minyantie say company na ye contract na man no. Your friend of busy internet.
Busy internet.
Even busy internet, yes.
Send the na can for that idea.
Send me cover. You say you the contract number busy internet. But me say the same contract number who contract amount, any recurrent expenditure, any conditions. Me filing questions. I will send it all the questions I filed.
Fantastic.
Everything that means Sankai. The Owana Minyantie say busy internet. Phobia no more. Ya yo munyadwa. Eti omonsono edufuo any etigantino. We have decided to steal the bees.
Wow.
Na
good.
Who fourth estate. Fourth estate, yeah, I know the fourth estate.
Okay.
And a fourth estate. And I'm going to train come on. And a fourth estate, any information that different on her. The fourth estate is so if you move seven so it be another type of set of questions. Our parliament.
Fantastic.
And I'm also almost me. As part of that interaction, no. And I can tell you on authority that fourth estate has finished an investigation and they are doing a serialization. But through the fourth estate, I was able to see a copy of the contract, which was signed in December 2019 between government of Ghana and Busy Internet.
Jail.
The contract was a 5-year contract at the sum of 84 million Ghana cedis to provide internet for all the public secondary schools, the 46 colleges of education, all the district and regional directorates of education. And then the recurrent component of the contract, besides the 84 million, was captured as 6.3 million Ghana cedis. Which means, Bosumi Menewo, the company, 6.3 million Ghana cedis.
I have busy internet. Busy internet.
Sir?
Busy internet, no, me check, sir. Me yene course we minya actually say busy internet no so e can for that idea no more officer was second
well I know they are me cover I said the idea so na office state as started civilization they came and interviewed me and I also explained myself Bamuga Kenya from but the one said answer na office state ever started in Shimono na me menyantie through my sources in the educational sector. Sir, the internet connectivity was not fit for purpose. And what that means, listeners, on paper, they are supposed to be benefiting from this free internet. Colleges of education, free internet. District directorates of education, free internet. Other region, but it has not been working.
Very well.
You wanna Africa Education Watch. On one research and investigation, our publishing document and we will copy. You should share more. Now 95 of the schools where the investigation was conducted reported that their connectivity was either not functioning at all, just that there's no connectivity. And I said, now a tikoye for about 3 years. And some it did so almost say a bar 30 minutes. Not to
consider Tiaka.
You know, my issues that I raised when the fourth estate contacted me is why is it that we are paying this company 6.3 million Ghana cedis a month. The contract that I saw and from the fourth estate, so even the reoccurring contract, has been adjusted to 11.3 million from the 6.3 per month.
Well,
so since 2019 December, with your calculations, 6.3 million Ghana cedis a month. Even if we are using the original contract, not the one that the fourth estate has hinted me. The Bible 24 Aqua PPU Aqua J a sole source revision to bump it up to 11.3
from the 6 million to 11.3.
Yes. The issue is that we need to advocate for an investigation, an audit, because 8.84 million Ghana cedis for 5 years and 6.3, and now we are hearing 11.3 million Ghana cedis a month for internet connectivity. We am quite use both at the colleges of education, at the secondary schools, as well as the district and regional directors of education here. So I am calling for a full investigation and an audit, because say I did maybe a problem, but to know that from the onset we have not had value for money, and even the contract was never brought to Parliament. The education committee, we have never seen the contract. Questions are filing in our business. There has been no response. It is not a matter that we ought to take lightly. But the fact of the matter is that we paid 56 million Ghana cedis last year, from January to September last year, for a service that we didn't benefit from. And that was the case in all the previous years, according to my sources.
Very well. Dr. Clement Park, better say for your time this afternoon. Member of Parliament for Busa South Constituency in the Upper East Region was a member of Education Committee of Parliament. Better say for sa information what the atu or Eddie Amaya and Elway. Yes, yes, and Trephone, yes, you be the Chilena di Umbiano, yet the Abrena here for an fantastic. We'll go deep into it. Thanks so much, Honorable Clement Park. Fantastic. On a year SYZ na power 97.9 FM. We did at the a year Boatema, we are Juma was St. Martin's Memorial Hospital, Shukura. Mammy, your friend say the girl. Nidi and Nimuna and Azuma for 93 years. Mamma and there of our car by Jumamwa. Say why you be at the amano? We are nursing, why you be the amano? Adoya why the amano neno? Or say Senica Jenny Acida, into get the girl, ya what and sumai, or say Boatema, ya we are Juma Ewa St. Martin's Memorial Hospital, Ewa Shukura, Yami ain't shall be bree. Ya wo enono. Yabada na fe yekwe na mema eyesulaka kwaba. Na enchochonko mo yebia yenia Lusowe kusi nana kusi poko obetenenka na lawyer Owi Brown ono se mobetenenka.
Yo midasi be na so yasesha no kwasem se ene ye hwa de ba ko pa ha man no ne manyina make cause of candidate applicants in males and females. First party is half and white no ni di ankasa nye white very candidate applicants di de pa na ohwe ni di ne send name no ye to the candidates na chi wese odepo e san se ba de te ho pa insu fitem di kan white sa memo ni di ankasa nye white na ye sha se fi man ho di na esesa a man across 12 years 11 years no wa sha say competence say ko school ba 7 in Caribbean sada aba infio adentia course number
we jebon
inano wo bobo from normal ku flora o mo kan bobo se ba bia from ho ban it was share hu say it doesn't matter swap pisti sa ko no tum na ade achi a obi o no 7% kakra ho the same thing na hu no armpit e wo kakra bi se po bonse 7 na send kakra ba ho sa na growing so no unya sa de no ho na what I say more na on say ye niam no e hye ne metap heat e na on say ja ye pese ye ne mai simple te ye hye underwear kakra mechanical short nika bi e wi ahye ba kwagu so ansa na sa be hye jeans aka ho more ne ye hye ne metap heat e we 18 ho now from mount for en kan say ye na wi aso ato this for long time na heat na say increase ho no on say ye in chemistry ye see pH that proportion to temperature. Blood pH is 6.8. It was a more na afe no heat na air trap no not body temperature 37 degrees Celsius air core 37.1 0.2 0.3 it is 7.5 say kim obonsa e one no mo na be overexcited it was almost over multiply fancy so me 20 and na himfi ho yes so mo ho my sense from for no more quite 200 na quite say wo dey police for 200 egu dem no makoma de omo no cake back so mo ho ban omo say twemo de cake no to mo dey say more na heat na air trap na fa changes ni koso no na e one over multiply once afi no ama 8 me so mo ho ban omo say e free on lactose cells nyango pon design no ebasa omo di so mo je omo nan omo je no be convert salad to film kama on say sebe say lactose no ho na I say wa for sugar be 80% no for salt kakra be 20% afra 9 cents kama omo di no mo je omo nan no mo convert to film lactic acid no na ko say akoti say kosua mo na apro ana sebe milk asay ana fish go sebe asay sare men say o kase chusu pa ba ko pa de na be chusu eba sabons hono shase e wotre e ho keke kaw na the scent bi eba ho na the all day pona shase yetu gana for ma nyina afo en kan say yakọ adwuma ba yen hye be ma ye ho enframa afa ye ho ayes use mo type ne bi no obu no wa hye ade na fa adwuma ofie so a wo sa be hye shop nika bi asa trap heat yesro manframa fa mo na enframa fa na heat fro no na probability sebe all day po no e be hye na wo release sa probability no na e ma ahoto aba. Number 2, aye sebe sewa public washroom. WC no obiaba eje bi aguso ti e fe no UTI na say tract infection no. Obiaba eje bi aguso. Etu oja aguso no so buy no on say ye flashing so na nkum wo mo. Ti advice the man say oba pede talk to bi na say anti-touch bi e show bag him. So kwa WC no mi egum na flash esa e be access mosquito spray example. Na ekum one previous person jagu mo ni na afiro ansa na sebe waso ato so. Anya sa na to straighter ubon say e mo na previous person je bi go mo no almost so mo ti 8 mo pampan on say as we phone e ban kwan on so 10% na e biabo obi go pe bi adi e mo na o je go mo ti sebe ahimfo kama na o mo nya be russia ba ho na o dey poi aba e biu e ye sweet sele di na bebre meka ade frem ana say enema e sugar no wosro on say more now the top sweets no meka ye ma 12 years 11 years no obon say we increase substrate and say e mo na bia na we increase and e mo so ni mamen omo no ma de banku ba aka obedi amen omo de banku tro so be say de ni nyina amen eti more na omo increase a lot of substrate and say sweet eddos no nya more things to feed on obon say omo over multiply no much say air course it no acro pedal frem no obon say we tabon so ho asase keka no na ensensen ba ho sa how we nye pese beto aso ntino sister na emfa cent bi ma ho na nge kai na fro na nka akoye oji no enti na edura ye fa ne solar keba mesha oja so for say education ya mantem what the kan atra dan say odi no agata white be so ti ya di huru ya agata white once no nim ma won sanka solar keba mesha no 100% cedar the end say the animal trials the end say ye for ega plate and you go candida abican cells from plate so and yes test be friend zone of business test actually say ye the adrenal inoculation has the source with a dye more na dye na spread na say kumwa no ye we say within 21 days we the calculation mu e kumwa na o plate ni also say kwa dey bi ye we say ensu an ka so say ka o tugu no circumstance no senso ni adra apanas are influence na say esa oba on saka dupa ye fe no solar keba meshana ekum ode pomo no na etwe nsubro na betata ho na firi ho na ho na okuma bi sa na esa ye na da sumdwaba solar keba mesha and found was holding 10 years 5 years I kwan more or less no matter strains resistance be opposed to and no be taking where the cancer resistance so some say yeah no saponins alkaloids anthraquinones kumari sa wode peke ye peke de betimi ye peke de strain and who den asika de abican cells no e dey sa test no ti be kum sa one ebia sa resistance eye fro ekum one atwi nsu fro ho amasomdwaba me kan say no enye ma no nko a enye so ye man kura 12 years 13 years or sima me call school buy no ogu nsu ase na yin hye kakra be man so asebe on crossing ase on fa ne de chia na se ono ba kropon hia esu bonse nanse no wo ogu nso no pa ase nso man bi ne fina de no ba ho na se mu femfem no ho ase ensanke de nkiti ase disco light no na sha se ba ho me ho won crossing no ka se bia ejiwo ene oni bia remember they say near free say Canada Abicans white man kwa 25 years ago Sunday committee who said there be oba wonya white oni be ma ehia obo 2 weeks 3 weeks no na be ma so say complain say be ensu bi finado emo femfem no etie wani o fe make that infection ho any sawo mema ono ben hia the public washroom and of free you so be dey na say yesterday Canada Abicans cells no egu WCM ena ye ma ini partner so anase me man be dey making any e ma ba ko ma na de ne hanging in after say we on say de no we no na be holo e me holo na epic environment ni bem any e sa compare to ade bi ye won say yesusa no so ko dwadware nsuo ma no nya de fa ne nsuo ya na say behazia no but e na sa mo na be ko say mo no nsuo nim e de na wo to mu sa mo na ba wa de nim ye won say most ye court ye ko dwadware nsuo mu yesusa na most time ye wigu sa nsuo nim uria no why did my be hole and empty ebasa ebe pick environment ni nsu na bem tetu gana for me nyina fo dobris na wo koso no ebi wotu kwan but o koso si apa na uwie na why dem ye hole so uwie dia enwon ntimi mem ba uwie na me hole si apa fatiro to anone se for why nsu na to kono hwa abonten ebasa etimi hwa dia bi fufuru bi amem banke se education a mantem ko bibia ensu bi mu ne ade amana nse ojo nso a asesa be se bi nsu bi fimu ba emu ya oya ensanse ba ho a wo be ma no so mesrew edupa ye fa no solar ka ba mesha 100% see down e be kum emo na ko inside no atwe ensu ba na firi ho eye nsanse na firi ho na ba restore what the as length and diameter amount ama be bia konkan de amount o se mo na be ma ade ne che no e bi kura mpa wo pa wura wo de ndem wo cross border wo so nya gata na pesalome na onya fair wo pe chocolate unya dark unya tall wo pe short na e bia okote to de po de se nsuo na ai sa akosra de na eba ebu yo ya pa mesel the same solar keba mesha be boa within 3 weeks akles ade no e yinsu na firi mu na boa restore how be afro na mpo sebe e ba sa ma de no ehi ana sebe length da be husu ya e be boa restore ma be bia konkan ma enti na solar keba mesha na ye body mane se asotwa e unisex oba no e na be ma no akora wo 12 years e cross with manom na dia asojaba solar keba mesha ye body mane se asotwa kwasi bia fa sankomo ye di hu na pusunya ho ne di nkomo e fa nkodi nkomo since what couldn't come down for the catch down for next for the ones the school on oh banation get with there now want to yes why to be if I couldn't come from the CNN income me MTN no 0245 61 60 28 0245 61 60 28 0245 61 60 28 and na Airtel non so 0261 73 62 63 0261 73 62 63 kaisa e solak heba mesha ye body mane say aso twan e ba ma 18 ho aso twan ye ba bon say we can go for yaka hona ye mpa kwa ne ye ba fie sa na ese ye
Upon your arrival, you are introduced to your butler, who plans your itinerary. So many activities, all in the same premises. Visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting. They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Quite a beautiful place you have yourself.
Missy Menanano, a group passa, every bravo, Tibetan,
As for me, I take very good care of my grandkids. Ye dear grow, na yes, a room maybe crana, me bano timide, or maybe gumi so weekend. Hey, memre, I don't think I'm a catcher or say, Yano Medi garlic capsules. Posun, a basis so come. As I stand here, my doctor said my whole system has improved very well. Medi garlic capsules. Yes, Medi garlic capsules.
Mugabe Maase garlic capsules improves blood circulation and enhances the body. Suitable for both men and women. Available in pharmacy stores. Contact us on 050-349-4885. Not suitable for children under 12 years, pregnant women and lactating mothers. Mugabe Maase, who need house. This advert is FDA approved.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your world's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the N7 Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 Ga West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
Welcome back from the commercial break, live on TV as well as and also on Power 97.9 FM. It's a politics media near the 2 in all the 16 regions across the country. On Facebook Live Power 979 TV as well as Ghana. Would like it page, you know, now we'll share now. We share, don't like it now. We'll share at the mine. Sounds on YouTube. Swazi broadcasting. Mugabe Maase ni mi day capacity matter. Kolega biga and that also and lawyer. Ori Brown, a senior lecturer at Accra Technical University, and also our high dress list to so Ababe Kai home, our Nemum, Yabasha Sefi, a lawyer will be Brown Honafe, Yede, and Seminano, as I can was sign a year penny power NDCMU, a year Ashama constituency, a honor of bonnet number 5, no, a year honorable and a Snoopy, one of bonnet 5, no, lawyer Makwaba.
Yeah. When you have that,
I'm
say me this.
lawyers no white.
Every say June for Funama. Why shake battle dress?
You know, legends are born. Fantastic.
Yana mitio pansena utimi edin semno eshishe woni ni kremu eni tumi womuno we had
fantastic.
We had na muga mede akonye bechia adofo ehwefo ni itiefo nyina
good
titu ashamanfo colleague lotefo and I'm students and colleague lecturers and obi biara ohwe me bia mechiaomo na muga and me te say yes jakpa my interview be concerning a assemble court na the lawyers file some processes be na yes or granting some interview be
powerful
me nyaya nka mo betimi abo ama me o
I say the can bo na person science
no science so mami na me
lawyer who interest be o man
no na muga say asema che muga che asem we hu say electoral commission asem omudi enu eba bekata ni attorney general ne jakpa asem yiso na asem media as obi a minim mrakra student of law idea enya dia mejaimo because I was say hwe sa asem to its logical conclusion. Enti me pesa me di eno eden ehye ase omo batimi omo embo kakra ma me na
we special request adawroma to production team adawroma say video no available am betimi abo ama ya
mo kan me bi course wo man mu I was say
and then set aside the record according to his opinion straight the way it is supposed to be. I have done my court, so I'm expecting to come in this.
Do you
is in court, not in public opinion.
Do you sorry about that. Do you expect Mr. Godfrey Dame to be in court today? Is that your expectation?
Well, he's supposed to be in court because he's Attorney General, and this issue is personally between he and I. You know,
if he doesn't show up, how would you feel if he doesn't show up?
The court to determine that.
Mm-hmm. So again, you want to reiterate that at the end of the day you would be exonerated, you are not going to jail.
Because I'm an innocent man.
What do you make of the position that the tape you put out is a doctored tape?
Well, they are claiming it's a doctored tape. I didn't say that. So they should bring the original. They should tell the original to court.
But why did you record the Attorney General?
Well, that is not for you.
He says you've been disingenuous.
But that's what he claims. If
that it was a private
prosecuting innocent people, who is disingenuous?
It was a private conversation, and now you put it out.
You claim it's a private conversation.
That's what he says.
Well, where private conversation, when it's a conversation that leads to committing crimes, it can no longer be private. It becomes a crime against the state. So it can no longer be private. So that private claim is neither here nor there.
The bottom line is you didn't tender that in evidence.
No, but I'm not a lawyer. My lawyer knows his strategy, and he understands the court processes more than I do. So he's doing what is required by him. He has got his own strategy, and I cannot dictate to him his strategy.
So at the end of the day, you expect that you're going to walk?
Well, there must be justice, and I'm here seeking for justice.
So justice, anything other than you walking free will be injustice.
I cannot decide that I'm walking free. It is her ladyship who decide based upon the evidence I used before her. The evidence will lead to that. And I know she's going to hold fidelity to the law. And that's what is expected of her. And that's exactly what I know she'll be doing. So I don't have any issue at all.
Are you looking forward to a face-off between you and Mr. Godfrey Dame?
No, it can't be a face-off.
Face to face, let me put it that way, face to face.
For face to face. We are doing everything in court. My lawyers will deal with it.
In court, in court.
But I cannot cross-examine him. My lawyer will do that. So there's nothing like face to face.
Have you seen him?
Issue of evidence against evidence. The game is about evidence. That is all.
Have you seen him since you put out the tape? Have you seen the Attorney General after putting out the tape in the public domain?
Not at all.
Very well. Now, if you are kura ayashi, me wan say resuma e bop no mo den ade ya say nkomo ne ye ne de otene fia enye ye oba be ka bi ti resuma e wo ha Arise Ghana phone. List one so ha. Manyani TSA kwamna bubi ansa de no ma mewu. Ono so enche. Ono so be ba be join e wo ha. Ye ko mampo yi. Kwamna ukuru kwa de Rawlings adawruma kwa de ye. Na kade yaka. My memory is my special request internet. I want to give you the platform for you to join on that issue. Resume. Bibi aboko there.
Bibi aboko pa.
Edo ba there na se. Na ene dey na do api awie.
We dey aboko am say. Your friend is say ye nyina ye dim sensem ekoso yi. Na me Arise Ghana for you decided say you beba a record because nipa no mienu na accused no o mienu na ye yankro for
members
jakpa ye madam for pa
good
and your friend is say leader in parliament is also there
minority leader
last year madam for
court
ya court equity the ekoso say any lawyer for ntino you could see the lawyer for no
argument
ekoso yensu we are the common sense afa ho because a friend is a
court of opinion.
Court of public opinion. Yes, ya junior fa ho. Na ya hwe said ye be ya ebebo ama o man no justice ni pepepe akoso.
Well, after me call lawyer so. Lawyer, who tie Japa? Interview grantee to the media right after the court proceedings today. Yenti we. Wona remember for.
Sir, mami en summarize bibia. Ni Japa e pa kire ni say Attorney General ni ye a opese on fwan ono Attorney General so on the wrong way na yen jeli obi enam so a oni Jakpa edi nkomo emra ni kire se ono Attorney General otimi ni Jakpa edi nkomo emra Jakpa lawyer enim hu hwe no and the journalist no person tricky Jakpa guy
Jakpa is a smart
no but he's an intelligent person
very
what you say and one simple wo be say nia eye mra no be so di mra no entry kino o say minya enya mi na me lawyer mi lawyers ni nia also there on me now one otriki Jakpan committee no because I'm not a judge so all Jakpa is trying to say is that I have said what I need to say court all that my lawyers need to do have been done we leave it to the court and Jakpa says something me say I am here for justice. And if the court, you see,
so believe that justice will be said.
The law, you see, wow, me can a election petition, Supreme Court Emma ruling B. And I was say, Jane Mensa echo box because she has filed a witness statement. She refused to enter the witness box because and can rush a witness box no more. Kasembeba. Until she refused. And Supreme Court had a G2 man, a phone, and that has become law today. Then just say, be a file witness, even though the law says who file witness statement or say cross examine. Now the law has changed. Yeah, sure. But that the law will change at this time. Because where it is written, last maybe I make Electoral, LI 2423.
Legislative
instruments,
fantastic.
I see a lawyer who can 43 now, 13, 43, 45. You a lawyer cannot speak or communicate with the other party's client, the other party or the client of the other lawyer without that lawyer's consent, or if the lawyer is not present. And in this particular one, it is a criminal matter. You are just not communicating with an accused person, but you are leading an accused person to frame up another accused person. Meanwhile, you as an Attorney General, it is your duty to ensure that justice prevails.
Very well.
And for me, Sanya Mena, you can see it's a doctored tape. If you claim that a tape is doctored, it means you have the original one.
And that's what he said.
Produce the original tape so that we can confirm that this is what a doctored tape.
Amekoi na moko ko to na die ni si ye resuma.
Me pese me ko lawyer for nsem because me dey menye lawyer ntino. Court won sem ne die enka me ba to nchen kakra. Na emom no me de me common sense as a
nyumtuni
a menye lawyer me political activist me Ghanaian citizen ade a mentiase and they say I make us the same way so that we will know the motive behind this prosecution or persecution political persecution
which hunting
Ministry of Health
60-40
Anna all cotton adie all cotton ambulances Ministry of Health.
That's the genesis of the whole story.
That's the genesis of the whole story. So Ministry of Health is the purchaser. Anna only a company acco sign agreement Big C Dubai say supply ambulances no. Yen nyina nim say Ghana ha say aban card there a Ministry of Finance and Omutuaka.
Finance Ministry also your opinion
ho. Eti after Ministry of Health any Big C ayom agreement we no. Enu na Finance Ministry bebem abetuaka. And the Finance Ministry has set up letters of credit. And letters of credit biya no our condition precedent. Se sanya ya ni betuaka yi before letter na media man ubetumi dia ko bank akwadju sika just say A B C D. In fact baby kura wo mu abeka che Minister of Health for na omoto ambulances no ye fra bibi pre-shipment inspection. Eto omo ya de ni wie wo Dubai ho na say Minister of Health ko Dubai ko hwe se cars na omo be ship no bibia ye pepepe according to the agreement na ansana omo ship aba na omo ship ne mane ba na your friend say the bill of lading ni bibia ekwokyere bank no bank nso so de kwaya na etua so be check ya make sure say bibia pepe pansa na etua sika no. And what they did was 200 ambulances no every 50 bia ya set a friend say letters of credit for 50 pieces tranche of 50 sometimes no what omobe ni say ombe standby letter of credit it 10 bia 50 ni wi a na etwa ne ho na akoya another one na 50 aba na etwa ne ho. Okay, now the substantive Minister of Finance or Tepe and the one ma the deputy authority say set it up or talk to Bank of Ghana no man set it up letters of credit no so that Minister of Health for nyama na mo hwehwe no o mo sabeka ye nyina ni se Ghana mremu. Every deputy minister is there to support, assist the substantive minister.
So because one or your mate.
And there is no way forcing, honorable forcing. Sabi, OSHA documentation na emu bia ni wa ono ade nepe. Akoye bibi without the authority
seal of the minister.
Minister is so beka say me na me man to me. And the seal of authority is on all those letters. So my question is Adentin na Ministry of Health na omo order omo cars ko sign omo agreement they are not part
of this case
this case.
No, so the chief director no mo kra dey exonerate omo
exactly. And amena omo yi ni free mu omo yi minister na nkasa so free mu the substantive minister who is tech na authority ma yi na free mu. Why at forcing?
Because in a minority.
And no lecturer will say it is political. It's Japan se ma ba mu nyina. Say minority leader was targeted. Because under normal circumstances, with my common sense, because he acted upon the authority of the substantive minister. And after all, the vehicles were not even imported by Ministry of Finance, for Christ's sake.
The Ministry of
Health.
You're talking about say Marco ambulance here and
three things. One, almost trolley na a woman is too short. Sit now a ambulance is not comfortable enough. The question I ask is nurse in your share patient ambulance must the nurse be sitting comfortably to be attending to a
let's even assume
almost stickers now about ambulance no were not properly fixed.
that is where my question comes in. Did Ministry of Health pre-shipment inspection did they see all these things and some ship do? So all these things now why say auto forcing and yes. Why?
Minister of Finance and Purchasing cars.
It was MPP government that paid the money.
You see, this is my problem. You see, as somebody said, there is
and a company no so ba say some say we fire them and we return your money to you. We see baby the persecution as Mukano of those accused persons and then the return of the money, which one makes sense? Mato baby who say again from Madia Mami let me first come out who see baby penny. So who is now causing financial loss to the state? You refusing to accept.
I didn't go for over 8 years.
Yankee su yanka.
I mean, just here.
No ambulance when you been telling the major come we no.
Masa mamika sem chiro. Me problem me say. You see on my BM
Mpacho John Kuma man na say appointing one people minister deputy. No you see point zero. Okay. Autopsy no say because somebody was calling for atanosis what autopsy report. John Kuma there they must make it public.
Now that me dem no be see no or my BM even county sukra cool esi wo mu.
Na June 4th can be kakra.
Oh, June 4th for one man here can probity and accountability. Or my BM say even cool cramp here. Executive is gone. Legislature is gone. The only thing I aneka judiciary.
Yeah.
And acquire a judiciary no air fasten. Say you careful, we are taking the hope from Ghanaians. And when you take the hope from the citizenry,
end results no.
And papa. Because I can't understand. They say, "Ubet me a tiny nipa baku to the extent say nipa na say or no protected the citizenry and making sure say justice is served no."
Justice Minister.
Manuesi.
Medasi. Live on TV as well as it and also on Power 97.9 FM, the hottest and the biggest conversation in Ghana inside politics. And Wason Egusua Uti Enche na listo wenso abe Johnny and the Akanyana so Atuamuso Amuzuk Heba Center Ede Amuzu Garlic Bitter Sena Ede Eboa control urine flow Sansuna Eboa reduce cholesterol ni pedianum blood circulation the papa Eboa papa minimize high sugar level Sansuna reduce high blood pressure. Pebina no masa de be to me ayere aboa ni pedua no bia wanya stroke no wanya bi na aboba eboa ye papa Amuzo garlic bitters no pharmacy shop bia obewe mo Ghana ha no obetumi enye bi ato 0247776743 0247776743 ofra Amuzo obeje oso beposo ne boyfriend and abef ya no rest Oma Power specialist about hospital semen cancer hepatitis A, B, C, D, E related to fatty liver problem, sciatica, prostate problem, penny maybe not touch my ulcer, compo and fibroid, facodine, mami, no bet me abwa ye papa, and my baby answer to me a conkai a day amount. Would we need to come and see if you say a yearly busum quantum pono so just both filling station when in the dish anymore crowd, Quabenia, Poquasi CP quantum pono so Takwa de Anaji estate will be to me obey Anaji MA primary school. Friend was 0244544422 0244544422 friend obejo so Safari Valley Eco Resource men kancho about wildlife experience omo number 1 senior udra so jata sebo antelopes moko no mo ba udra wani beji ye papa wawari awie na pa bebia kodi honeymoon na do wani akire ho udra environment won so se hoye kama swimming pool ene gym bibia ewo ho aduane de yeni de ene abrofo de musu peni bi ni nyina obenya bi ewo Safari Valley ewo eye do ewo Eastern Region Okre constituency from 05969143940 05969143940 ofra omo ebejo so Medimosis Clinic and Eba Center omo na cover Medimosis garlic capsule said ya bedwa so na eboa improve eye blood circulation eboa esan boost immune system no ni pedua ni timi jina na so brane se oba obemu pebi na bobo said be betumi aboa wo prostate problem sexual weakness male and female infertility hypertension diabetes sciatica typhoid fever malaria any dental problems Bia, Fagoda Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center, Humacha Kwan Dental Barrier, Omni Police Station, and a edition anymore. AESL building inside the Ghana Highway Authority Yard, Accra Ministries, a Jacojo, a new school for the deaf in edition anymore. Kumasa Nima Kokobe, Santas Obasa Quantimpono. So, for Dr. Ewa 0244 068 447 0244 068 447. Ofra Dr. Ebejo. So, S natural mineral water in Sunini, and ye Kwabna Bubia and Sani Mame, and one ye no ye, you papa, Eja, Uye party, so you, when ye beer, and ye, me birthday, and may I do my 10th, and one ye did the birthday in 10th June, made the birthday, and my birthday in Akazangaza, ye feel it, Uyo Bana, Beba birthday, and I just order Ajua. Science see me that, into a Kojoni Ajua for one lady, to win Ajua on Kahun, and you know you want from, maybe be at me a conkai. You saw one another Sibuku. Bibi aboko de ehu ane mehefo na mejiri sound so ho body anadum can't complain, we are managing koyo say laptop is the wow de me penny abetna sia kasa de na chese enka obi kan ahwea kumahu ahwea penny a na enka osenko obobo but openi na na se ajabe so me medina de kakrantina ama me kwan me baby na kwabena we kwabena mkwaso uncle CC Crensel the late president Miss brother no okay so enjoy show ni papa or your central regional finance committee chairman Skamu to buy uncle CC de boa central west too much who anyane kese fantastic no kodu on say ewiase poninye na adia asemwe me dewo ho pa ne say on na otamfo nim se okun Yesu Kristo amanyamsem so akata nenso asemu ya asie kire se otamfo kun Yesu Kristo no eno na ama ene Yesu Kristo ni din ahyeta mama nyina so NPP4 ba bemu foforo ena omostati se omokoto ambulance bi koyo me ka sema kirew na ebeye se na ho se omumum na abokro no wo ambulance ho na daachi bi ajo mama ba do ebedwene na jo mama adwene dada se obeto ambulance maku ahanu 200 and on the first pointer ama Ghana for who say sema esrem se jata John Mahama wo ye omampani no na o mine ho adwen se obeto ambulance maku 200 so on that score no everyone should know say Ghana for na you will hope e wo John Mahama mu de to so bi ambulance ye to a ye de hospital ambulance enye juma wo constituency enye hospital enti wo behu ekufodo ambulance na wato no we are constituency di ewo ho but your constituency ben na wo hospital wo Ghana ka kire me wonu ba wasi say only constituency hospital your district hospital regional hospital John Mahama and Etimiama district hospital aye krabe he in fact they went to me and see me crampo no wo mesi no wo bae no o matu no asaram amene me no ka say hospitals bi te se kumawu afefra ye no ye de ya no gu wo so me ka say se kro bia kra na no tum ansa no no kokumawu eno kra no kohwe ane ne se senya John Mahama and out of his magnanimity ohun se da bi ehun se bi o orukura ne kasa nya kasa fi te se de akufa do ko gina sa monto aba mame John Mahama de ne kasa hote sanse se bi ofirifie etiti no na ya anye no enti oka sisu dia se Ghana for e se me ya hospital e ma region bia na Greater Accra region mini hospital there because of Kolebu ebemu anase sebi eye teaching hospital nti there no mo so am nko Kolebu nti say no me ma mo rage eno no be the Greater Accra Regional Hospital o see here in fact Mrs. Stephen US by me didn't travel o ka che me say hey who built this hotel na am say na charge mo asen no na o Ghana we a hospital don't think say American kwan bi o ebi wo Ghana na fa ko UGMC ehode na bia ha wakum sin ba room 50 ehode obeho dia na makai se me ofa nimpon afia you ehona okọ ne krechi na that be hospital no I was seeing me because I felt say I was somewhere in America. UGMC. The environment, you know. Meanwhile, John Mama and yes, I know we now. Oko Kumasi, or yes, Seria, or your Kumaru, or your Famina, or your 38 military hospital. 38 military hospital. Sabrano, and Anna, Yakase, Yakoya Mino. Yam fee 37 military hospital and 37 BM. It is at 38 military hospital there. Me and I'm 2 needing. Can't get to see me, Sir Crobby, as an assassin, but it didn't need my mentor 38 military hospital. Omubayan, or my German room. Moko ambulance, and I'm not sure constituency D Abubo ambulance. It tells you how low a Kufadu Yakim anti-ambulance winning and see you with John Mahama. And you know, it is an attempt to disgrace John Mahama. But when him, Sakis way Amma Obia or Yagan and Nibia who say John Mahama had a vision. Say Obeto ambulance 200, and here 1, 2. After the stop first, yes. After no squad to do that. Mind you, so we fire service grandpa or Mama de Babu. And we have to change. Case we Asama Ghana for who again Bonia. A work for the trim. Share, we can't say ready at all. At 2 forcing. During a near Sunday money beer. What must say? They will try. But a Kufadu, we're going anymore. Any attempt to be a obeyers or the Begu will be anymore. And then you could chia on Wanika. I'm sure you will see a good Kufadu. One man Ghana fool in who say, was a sub match our court. In the case of being one Kufadu Arena, or really illegally, or bois, almost some rano, Tintim rano, almost bois, about what the Kusi. Mugabe, and he plan and what we ask him. Ubet me catch him say birth certificate or passport and no minimum requirement a time dear or no we patch me mammy adwatima. Ubet me catch him say adwatima a gun and me woman there's so many a gun and each adwatima or woman when a judge account judge and I be yemra. And the Kufada was one day, on the CS or lawyer. Sana Sema Kosu now, my very typical example. Aqua go for the Adami status or yes, and Yamahundi, and you know, what shall say free the Goria Focuso. A whole court of competent jurisdiction. Emma Greg say, Kofi, Yamal Bill. What's it one play, all because a Kufada friend is Sam and then play. A Kufada a judge. It's a good father, a judge. Gregory Dasisha. And Gregory and American or your political prisoner. Sabrina near Cano. Nagana forbidden fish a yana yanin kikayan the Ekasa. Sabriano, Meka, I'm out to force and should be a tuning for say. Asamu Banner for Bihua, Kabi, and now say the Ayato. Gregory Foko is innocent. And America say, you didn't answer my say one coffee. Encoding Abiani. Aquana say Gregory Afoko Beko Fee Paddy and was a trial president in Condom. On Saturday court, sister. I'm a minimum say, now Mekosa will be on away. Or my catcher say, or Mamma Pussy for Bansa, Amakwana or no Eddie for so no cool, Mamma Adams, no, I would condemn themselves on. Almost say, Saquano, almost say about a trial. Will be a judge in a sentence in the Nakako. Gregory now has only for no, and then Oda Sudan say when. That is Godfred Odami for you, and I want to assure them. If you are not John Mahama, a bedroom baby no obeyers of some. Me John Mahama, John Mahama yes of some me. Me first person, I'm not sorry tell now by Ghana. Because say your team will be equal to prison. So what you man waste car. Tisana na bi no more de ewia se abo mo asafo he. No more ewia sika kesia. Ya ti obi ni e mani bail. Na to Mahama jai ni pakro no anya ne tise de ode Gregory Afoko ni bi. No wo jai ni pakro no se won kofi a bi bonyame. Any street no yen timi ni John Mahama ntinam. Me na make catch because ewia se ya say de wo sunsun aniwa. Na mom e ka na ntia na account to. Emrebi papa bi no ye sofo. Ifans and Robert Sofo no. Na wakoye adwuma wo soja mu. In
1920 Satana Hitler and some Nazis for Mudi and some Nyambrasam or Germany hono. And I say, you be fair socialist for me socialist. And ultima can was some. And yes, I be fair omo your friend is saying omudi ga trade unionist. Almost so many bia ultima can was some bia. You be fair Jew for Mankasa. And also so me kamanu tum high. I fed ya many abeso mu due mu a that him ya obi ani ho obeka mas mama mi. Onu se wo ya me. Enti me ka kire ewiase Ghana fo ya nyina ya wanso. Se de wanso ontie. Any say ya to forcing me I'm not a socialist. I don't wish to be one. I believe in capitalism. I am a capitalist. But I stand in defense of a socialist because it could be me tomorrow. Nana be no ne sakwana wa bon he me lawyer wa bon sada. How did they acquire their certificate? Sometimes me tie lawyer be kra na ne bo for kra wa kan. Oh, sometimes me catch say NDC lawyer e different from MP lawyer. Tie me penu say me kan bibi. Greater Accra Regional organizer. Anthony Osimuga, please tell Mr. One not to talk plenty. We will institute our own way of dealing with criminals in Ghana. Myself and him, Mr. and you, Mugabe. Yo, Tony, Mpelifo se bema befa ni yira on kanu dami ase, medawase. Enti, ene, asema mi klesi shudiane se, hena, ya nye se, eye, atofosi nye asema. Lawyer na me se wa bon no. Wo na wo se ade na doctored. Lawyer ni o tie o tina kase fidie so ti sa me tie me nya lawyer ni. But sebi previous am me law tie nkofo bebrebe. Me MPP lawyer bia ni me kokota o bi. Lawyer no ye fa ni Frank Davis. So no na kan asem say ade na doctored. Me wo lawyer wa bon tie Frank Davis da. Wo na mo ka tell you say he who alleges we lawyer wa bon book and paper Jimmy Wajimi book and paper bon. Oh, senior brother. Lawyer me say na okay. Me papa kwa babo me catch no. Because I know the tell me. But we lawyer. Because me kan okronko wom. We lawyer na wa bon. Senior. Who na will say he who alleges must prove. Is that not the case? Yeah. Now who will say Obi aya commentary over an alleged tape. And it is a commentary now say dun ketie nyansani ni dinia. Who ni bi wo fie e ka wo mo say. No one about big job until about big church and some Ghana for Tiasiano. Who Frank Davis be mounting a podium so be kasa. Who say the tape is doctored? Be patcho, where is the original tape? Must I come to you to beg you to show me the original tape? Knowing that something is doctored, you mean to tell us that you have the original? Brofukwa was antin kan wo. Mabon. Mukoskwa yesi mukosua de ensem hunu. De afa mu hunu. Ni de afa mu sum na mukwa bukosua. Mun konkosua book enfa nyansa emobra ekufa da bon ne baomi abon afa de obi a oye doctor in economics wajane economy ko timi nkabi the word economy o kan yem ebe fa ne yem ebe fa ne yem enti me de ye kokobo mo nwene se na ntwe ni dua ebe timi aka ne to ena nka confusion nsem tumi na kwa omo na omo didi sanse hunu me nsanyambrasem na nya na bia begira ha na ase DJ bia nyom aka na power aka machine na ntese de fa ya ni chess you know no easy DJ Caleb yo otina anso tomorrow na edu ho na asofo a ene mokam onu otum ama ayesese bi moto ohuo magana be de o enti muntimi mlemo no na makama no atum edi musie biasa nwotwe nyansafu aka eya ena muntimi nkasa no se do ma nyame ye na dom na Ghana fo enim before nyansafu de kokroboti kosi ho to abama no mani be ye mampani na se mu bie mu ano se aden na waso obi pa echi a edu ho a bia be ho ni simo ani ho ehu ferie na konkonte na ni ngwasie ena man kruma onya mfere edu ho a hwe na wo bi
I'm a drunk, I say, or you're suffering or Cassa and Obianti, and now suffer Macmon what to. Bonnie, of course, you know, home. John Mahama can send me a very profound word. Also, stop preaching peace. Begin to preach justice. In the absence of justice, there is no peace. And they are forewarned. And they are forearmed. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. We have forewarned you by our words. When they do what? When they drown a man, I may suffer. One for Casokwa, a Muntafre, I'm a Jabedama Casana, and Yasafre, a bedroom, and Yasafono, who see in Yasa Pie, and a gun of four, we are suffocated by this government. It's your necessary. All right. So you're so far. Count yourself, Mechia, Sofo, Tio, your friend is saying, Kofi, Odu, on the Odnanuatum. I saw from Penifia, Eguso, Kasa. Yes, Samu. And yes, I know Sabi account 19, I say, a back count too. But I start the check. Very well, let's do it. I'm call lawyer, Uri Brown, so Nafi, Yenti on also on the job. Share. And then we in a course so a year central a year region. Nana Ankisi Kase. Ekosu Enyan Dentua in the central Professor Nana Jane and a Tumiko Grizzly the occasion. The Munina say Uncle Professor Nana dear share Sama Meno, your bumpire should be the first female vice president of the Republic of Ghana. I confuse you. Now you can't June 4th. June 4th, me Tama June 4th by me d 5 years. 79. Na me kapa me ma me ba den na nya odi mechi no ye won nge enti na me ma mu na mu koto ne ma from Togo ni we enti ye chi no that smog ni we no enti ye de me ma me no ko share cells but you see ade ba kwa me ma me e kan ya me ni je ne say o see even though the military mo arrest no but onim say na kalabule bi wo ho a onim say they want to clear the system and ama sa nyama esi here. My mother would always applaud, say, probity, accountability. Na June 4th. Omu enam swa. Yepese yedi sa nyame eshemu. You see, June 4th. Na oyenga. Na ose. Na otesamia. Menuano. Baby. You're 79. No otesamia. Say June 4th no June 4th. Na me ba ya wono 9th April. Eti me no anya be 2 months. Oh, okay. April, June. Ya no anya be April na mesuye 10 April. Oh, sa. Mesuye 10 June. Eti wo ka no na ka 6 days ansania wo. Yeah, me Rawlings June ko on the 4th June. And you wo me on the 10th June. Enti na ka 6 days ansania wo me. Oh, enti June for na me enti na by then na legends are born. You see that? Yes. But September to but the master legends are born in April. Yes, that's correct. Like your boss. 17th. Oh wow. Yes. Fellow. It has. Who is who pana me ka Africa. Africa. Anytime who na me abon so. So muna June for nuku etia no mu dey 72. Yes. Because of omo ba ya want me anso ne mo ye omo foafo sa dankwa buzia tradition for no. Yeah. So a champion say no, they cannot. And the June 4th no, it stood for something. Probity, accountability, and na me dream say anytime I ever bought June 4th deal no, all Ghanaians will rise up to say we want to follow those tenets of what the revolution. But MPP for Ayama, they always want to collapse our June 4th ideas, you know, because Omonim say tenants now what June 4th no moment in the show, and then there's no probity, no accountability. Enka probity wa wa, enka dame level, enka yen tunu, enfias auditor general. Probity wa wa, enka mutimi SML DC entimi nkosusena. Company. How can you establish a company a week? 1 week now, Moody, sub multi-million-dollar contract. Amasa company, no accountability.
nka niema ekoso enei enkoso nukre die eni oman mu biom
yera
property and accountability wa Cecilia da point me sisa kan ko gu ni fie wow ye ka asam na ye nkan ye say about 1 million Ghana cedis na yira here. No, and no na with other dollars. That was not the amount in the house. No. That was what was missing. Yes. So if that amount was missing, they couldn't know that such an amount was missing. How much more was there?
My lord, not just missing. That is how much the house helps stole. Alleged to have stolen. Yes.
Well, that is a scandal. Well, so these things are going on. Pualugu, $12 million paid to somebody for no work done.
56 million. Tuyama a year busy internet cafe. Can you
look? Can you forget the company?
Internet cafe. Yes. Man is contract.
56 million.
Every million Ghana cedis at the moment every month.
Why?
Clement Park area.
Hey. And all these things are going on, and then these people have the audacity to come and be hauling somebody saying that he has caused financial loss to the states and try to dribble someone. You see, because I'm a lawyer, let me put it properly. If that allegation is proven to be true, and you see, I believe that if they allow the law enforcement agencies to do their fair work, I believe that Dami would be what?
Prosecuted.
Would yes.
Face
But
the law
they
because
would
of the
want to what? Twist the arm of things. But you see, who can assembly? Once I am moving no more, I don't know you say JM, a president, no best a father for all Niamana. And you will stand against him. I will join you.
So Jelly a man for
because
prosecute a man.
Those people, look, I've now realized that Mama is a saint.
Mama,
because look, time I see Muhammad Lucy election, he gave a statement. He made a statement say, posterity will judge. Posterity is judging us. So we must make sure say we Akufoado's government must be accountable. Today we have two finance ministers, finance minister domestic, finance minister international. And all these people have been looting right, left, and center. Look at what happened to this hotel, Smith, Labadi Beach Hotel. Is it not state capital?
Right.
Dr. Champo is my mate. We were all in Presec, Accra House. Atu Forcing was my mate in IPS. Anytime Atu sees me, he hugs me. And I know, and I don't think Atu will go and do anything untoward. Just because they know Atu will be so vociferous as a minority leader. Let's do things to cripple him. At the intelligence I said they wanted to make sure that by 31st July, before we go on legal vacation, Atu would have been jailed. So that when Akufo-Addo is about leaving office, then he will pardon him. And Atu wouldn't have had the opportunity to do the great work that he's doing in Parliament. But I see, God is not an alata man.
Thank you.
Yes.
Listen, quick one on June 4th, Nafe.
Ukraine money. Say Rawlings akoni crèche.
The general Kaza.
Na answer na Owura Rawlings ebe koni crèche no. I had an opportunity. Me panichel say mano etia no. Na ni nyina ne say June 4th baby ase ya. Na we were one of the voices na yem party cry. Because if you remember Enioma Rawlings a year na sebi etiakuma yemubi we suffered because of Rawlings's actions. But you see, when you have an opportunity na that belief me say time is the mightiest judge of all events emre ebemawe hu adie bi emu nokre enti emre ya atwam ya Akufo-Addo ye mampani amase say me hu say Rawlings e wo sen Ghana fo nyina ko yinkotodwa nim a ye bompa ye na ye se nyame se wonfa ye bone nchan se ye dia no egu Rawlings so na ye se Rawlings eye obi a oye wudini ogu numa anase osei abrabo a na ohwe Akufo-Addo amamu we
na nipa in a democracy otimi kum nipa asa no otiya dituni ekunipa nwotwe nese na memi hu se ye di nipa miensa ti akwakosi Supreme Court say omo ya judge phobia Rawlings ekoku omo enti efe omo matters me some year president 1 hour ubusa me say dia na me ya grader and me kwakofa no medwi sa nipa miensa ni tina to adi na ma yam no flat
why
na me di nipa nwotwe ni tiesi ho because omo no time na ye ku omo no it was in a military junta. But when Akufo the Kunipa in a democracy, it is a justice system. Juma or Ghana ha. And was a semi panamians and come to muku by themselves. Some umami 1 minute send your president again and ya excavate amram yengi semi panamian yamutimu from. Nyanko semi pana Akufo the Ku and Ubaya Mampenino. Akufo is president today because any yabuan and see what your man penny. How many votes did Akufo get to become president? And we don't know. We don't know he's president, but we cannot tell how many votes Akufo got or garnered to become president of Ghana. And what June 4th, a baya and me reflecting and your man Kafa Rawlings MPP Kafa Rawlings Akufo and Ngwaso Diagu Rawlings nipa binom edi bonya ya bo Rawlings na wo hwese na wudi ni mamboye ni pa na ye ma pania na wo se edi awerho asoman anu ti mepese se nyame ya dom na do mahama be ma pani biemu a na say no yan kaye du enfa mo Rawlings edi ni enfa no World Rawlings Day na enfa se na nimonyam esan se senko wa nyesa dia wo ye no sa bia bi atwamu na enka maria ene yatim so my Ghana ebi kwa nke enu ha but for see do am for so a na ka ya no madam ase onko da di na on for money born in channel e mane fa me mfe emoye ndua dan for baba ko madam for baba ko dia me na ma yendeni na mese ma wo yemu NBC fo e wo wiase ade e be se Rawlings and Munyam. I did be Ghana for Munyam and say Mugabe vigilance. I get the byword into the 2024 election. I mean, say we must reorganize Rawlings' funeral. Yes. Now, let me hear. Now, Ghana for Munyam. Now, John Mahama Beham Penny Benoit. We did say Ghana for Benya Butoyamo. Now, Omwa, Akufo de Gu Muma. Who saw Yanamoka Apino? Apino said, "We're good." Obi abie ne bank waguno Akufo me se Akufo de eni kwase ke boni di kwa wo Ghana akwa abiem na me bompa yesa do obe fa ba nya ne so no ye be pepa ni di na fi Ghana history mu because it say yakoyachi efie wo ha listen on na kwese be komeda ase na mada enu apanye eye resumase na mada lawyer Uri Brown so ase se munyina mo bebo ma adwumedie no eye kama obaade ne dom ye ne etinkwam a kina ye ya wukuada ebo eye no na be share with TV show no mienu ekosi no nsia power 97.9 FM enwumre no nsia kase ebo ladies dambos anything no ede ebro Mugabe Maase ni medin obetimi afrema tankodega big na capacity man me ma munyina mo anything